recent reporting on structural deficiencies of bridges across the Carolinas. We actually found an SCDOT website here that highlights this specific bridge as being a bridge that has been flagged as a bridge that needed to be updated and repaired. So if you're just joining us here on Live Impact News, we had earlier for you this hour those live images of one direction of the Crow Creek Road Bridge over one of the fingers, if you will, or rivers coming off of Keowee Lake, and it had fallen into the water. So what we're seeing here on this website looks like DOT has actually flagged the replacement here of this bridge. So this is SC 133 over Crow Creek between 9 Times and 6 Mile. Looks like about 4 miles southeast of the state park there. The bridge has been identified as structurally deficient, their words, structurally deficient and in need of replacement. Now, what is interesting here is we scroll down towards the bottom of the page, you can actually see an anticipated schedule for all of this work to get underway, and you'll notice that the right-of-way acquisition, if everything went to schedule here, according to what the DOT put on this website, has already happened. But the construction was actually not set to begin for probably a couple more months. So this collapse here actually coming just a couple months ahead of when this, once again, their words, structurally deficient bridge should have been replaced. And it looks like it was going to be probably a 2-month construction project with a completion date in summer of 2027. So that's just some information our crews here on Live Impact News found within the last couple of moments. And
we do have video if we want to we're going to bring this
that would be great.
Earlier.
Yeah, so our producer Carlene has clipped some of our earlier imagery since once again we did lose the aerials, the live aerials here. So this was, keep in mind, pre-recorded when we were live here on the stream just a few moments ago. So there you can see the collapse of the bridge. And it's that one direction. It almost looked, as Carlene had pointed out, like it just fell in a rectangle, like that one section of the bridge just fell.
It didn't like crumble like you expected other bridges. You know, you've seen other bridge collapses that like crumble. This is just like clean snap, it looks like. It
snapped and fell in the water. And we'll just remind you, I know we found that information, that SCDOT website that talked about this bridge replacement being needed. We still don't have any confirmation from officials on exactly what caused this to fall into the water. I mean, it could very well, as we kind of described it before, have been an organic situation, if you will, like wear and tear on the bridge. It was naturally worn and torn and just fell on its own, or was there a large truck that drove over it and kind of precipitated the break? We're not sure. That's all going to, of course, come out probably in the next several hours, if not days, as crews will probably be coming out here. And, bear with us here. We're moving around on our clips. But yeah, as crews come out and assess the bridge to see overall what does this whole bridge look like, and then of course looking into what might have caused this specific section of the bridge to collapse. So I mean, this is a really interesting situation in that this is kind of an illustration of, what could potentially be a larger issue that we have reported on here at WCNC Plus, the fact that there are some bridges around the area that have been found to be structurally deficient. We actually were finding some of the initial reporting that we had done, actually it was during the pandemic, but the American Road and Transportation Builders Association filed a report back in a couple years ago identifying bridges that needed repair. And for South Carolina at the time, the state had identified repairs needed on close to 2,000 bridges. And that was up compared to 1,600 bridges that needed work in 2020. Looks like, that is, something that gets monitored by this group from time to time. So I am curious to see what the very latest look will be, next time they do their assessment. Nevertheless, once again, folks here on Live Impact News, this is a situation we'll be following throughout the stream here on Live Impact, but also on our evening newscasts. This partial bridge collapse in Pickens, South Carolina, a bridge, as we've just mentioned here, just a few moments ago, we found an SCDOT website flagging this specific bridge as a bridge that was structurally deficient in their terms and needed repairs and was actually going to get repairs in a matter of just a couple of months. So